What I most enjoyed about Caroline Bird coming was, I think, she really knew how to connect with the students, and she knew how to make writing fun.
In class, it didn't make it feel like a teacher-student interaction. It just felt like it was somebody who wanted to show us some really cool stuff, and because of that, I was just so willing to listen and to hear it, because it was just her telling us about herself and saying some stuff she wrote, and that really stuck with me.
I really enjoyed being able to listen to some of her more vulnerable poems come out from her mouth.
And I think the thing I enjoyed most about Caroline Bird and her creativity was her ability to give us the most ridiculous prompts. We had gotten so much creativity and sort of like juiced it out. It wasn't necessarily the most grounded in reality thing, but I think she was able to make us embrace that in a way that was super fun, but also super engaging, and I actually really appreciate it.
They've written the best things. I mean, that's been my favourite, is hearing them read back, and they've been hilarious and daring and dangerous and surprising, and watching their confidence grow as the week went on. And the thing I love about teaching poetry and the playwriting classes as well is, yeah, you set a prompt, but a different imaginative experience is happening in every head around the table, and something unique is getting sparked. And then when they read back, they're all bowled over by each other and what? I can't believe you wrote that.
Definitely encouraged me to write more. I mean, I already write a little bit myself, but I think being in class with her and just being able to write and to share, to have that person there who it seems really does care and really does support you, I think it's just been a massive boost to my self-esteem in terms of writing.
I think it's super important that ASL brings these Bergeron Fellows and the writers into the school, because it allows us a new perspective, and somebody we would never know. I mean, in my case, I don't read poetry that much. If I'm reading something, it's probably fiction, it's not poetry. And so I never heard about Caroline Bird before this class, so really I've never read her poems or anything. And so I was able to meet her first of all, and then get her perspective, and also learn from another teacher. And so getting that different perspectives of how something is taught, but then also just meeting professionals and getting inspired. And I mean, it's an incredible opportunity to have.
I'm here, we can talk about poetry, talk to me about your poetry, but also poetry is right there, and you can talk to it and you can engage with it and you can change it. It's just as much yours as anyone else's. It belongs to you just as much as it belongs to Keats. All I can say is that I've really genuinely enjoyed myself, and that what I've loved about the students is that they've come up to me, they've talked to me, they've been so kind. It's because I get nervous too, doing an assembly, and so it's nice having people come up going, oh, you did a nice job. And it's for a teenager to do that, you go, well, that's high praise.
I think it made people in the class who maybe didn't have an interest in poetry have an interest in poetry and want to be there and want to engage with her and want to write more and sort of live up to what she has become.
Your best writing comes when you're enjoying it. I think it's so easy to force yourself to write an essay or to write a paper, but you're not enjoying it. And so what results is quality that isn't as high and a voice that isn't as prominent. But then being in that classroom and seeing those prompts, you really get to ease yourself a little bit and really delve into your own personality within your writing, and then your voice comes out, and then all these different aspects and ideas come popping through in your writing, and I think that's really, really valuable.
Students understand that these writers are real people too. They're not just this fantasy or imaginary person. They're real, and it makes the whole experience more real.
This is something I can do, this is something I can be good at, this is something I can get satisfaction from. And I've been immensely grateful for that.